Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Friday, the 21st of April. With McShane, we continue working through the book of Leviticus, today reading chapter 25, which focuses on the year of Jubilee, that great celebration year where debts were cancelled. And in it, God says to the people, if somebody falls into poverty, they can sell their land. And then if over time they're able to make money, you've got to allow them to buy their land back. If they have the resources, you've got to sell it back to them. And then it says as well, but if he does not acquire the means to repay him, what he sold will remain in the possession of the buyer until the year of Jubilee. It will be returned in the Jubilee, and he can then go back to his property. And so we have this once every 50 years, land goes back to its original owner. And it recognizes that therefore you're not buying land itself. Indeed, it says that you're buying the harvests until Jubilee. You're buying crops, not the soil itself. And it has the great benefit that it helps to alleviate poverty. Because if somebody falls into bad time, today there's all sorts of opportunities for people to make money. And you've got somebody like Bill Gates who can make Microsoft and make millions. 3,000 years ago, there was no opportunity like that. You could possibly make farming implements, but then you could only sell it to the people in your village or your town. The ability to trade more widely was quite limited. And so the chances of the normal people being able to get out of poverty when all they could do was sell their labor was very, very small. And we see what happened in Europe with the serfs and the peasants in the Middle Ages, where people were just trapped in their position of poverty. God says that's not what I envisage for the people. Every 50 years, they'll get back the land. They can start over, and they can make a go of things. I'm not sure that it ever actually took place. And a lot of commentators say it's a wonderful idea. We've got no record in Scripture of them ever actually having implemented it. But that doesn't stop it from being a really good idea. And in our world today, we also need to be looking at how we can avoid poverty, how we can help people out of poverty. What have we got in society that traps people in poverty? And we need to work against that so that everybody has an opportunity to do better, to make a decent living for themselves. And from a New Testament perspective, this is picked up by Jesus as he speaks in the synagogue in Galilee, where he reads from Isaiah, and it says, I've come to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. He's saying he's come to bring in the Jubilee, this wonderful time of cancelling debts, of resetting things, of making new starts, of ensuring that everybody has something, nobody's got nothing. This wonderful year of blessing. And Jesus says, that's what I've come to introduce. And as Christians, we look at that and say, he's not talking about our possessions, he's talking about our souls and our eternity, and he's come to restore what was taken away and lost at the fall. And so as we read through the Jubilee teaching, we have a forward looking to our eternity with God, where everything is restored and we are blessed. That is our hope and our joy. Be blessed.